and then we can release you only after 36 hours. But some Indian guy, a Sikh man, who was also in quarantine, he said, "Oh, my wife is sick. She's in Tehran. I need to get back there." Absolutely, and he was pushing so much that they reduced it to 24 hours instead of 36 hours at the
Yeah.
border at Tayabad. There was a quarantine station there, So I was vaccinated there, and then when I ended up, uh, when I left the quarantine station and went up to Mashhad, and Mashhad, I arrived in the middle of the night, and I don't know what kind of bus I had, but I got off I guess that was the last bus stop. I got off, and it was a place I didn't know at all. And I looked around, it was dark. There were very few people there, and looked like a rundown neighborhood. And so I was wondering, where can I find a hotel? Is there a hotel in this area? And then I met a man there who was just walking there, and he spoke a few words of French, not English, but a few words of French. And so, surprisingly, and he uh, he said something like he had been a sports teacher, from what I could understand from his bit of French, and but he said there were no hotels in that area, and so then he invited me to where he lived, and so I ended up sharing a room with about 10 people, and we were in there lying on the floor like sardines, almost very close to each other, because there was not much space, and they had a pump outside with from a well. You pumped water from a well to get water, and it was a very simple place. But they invited me. They fed me also, and they helped me in many ways. And